Hey everyone, Alex here from Duo Pilates, and today I'm going to be taking you through a little postural stretch class. This class is designed to help you stand taller, pull your shoulders back, and align your body. So we're going to be starting at the back of our mat today. I'll get you to have your feet hip-width apart. I'm going to start by sweeping our arms all the way up towards the ceiling, lengthening those arms nice and long. And then from here, I want you to push your chest forward and just bring your arms back. And you should feel that nice stretch through your chest, shoulders, and arms. I'll get you to tuck your tailbone under slightly, and you'll probably feel that stretch go a little bit deeper. And then I'll get you to relax your arms back down. We're going to do that a few more times. You're sweeping your arms all the way up, lengthening your arms. You're going to push your chest forward, bring your arms back. Just tuck your tailbone under slightly, bring your pubic bone forward, and relax back down. Let's do two more. Reaching your arms up, push your chest forward, arms come back, tuck your tailbone under slightly, nice, and relax back down. One more. Reaching up, chest comes forward, arms come back, tucking your tailbone under slightly. And then now I'll get you to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm going to get you to fold forward, reaching down towards your toes. That's it. And then we're going to do that again, reaching your arms all the way up towards the ceiling, folding forward, holding here. And you can just gently move, bend one knee at a time, stretching out the back of your legs. Let's do that a few more times. Reaching your arms up, folding forward towards your toes, reaching up, and fold. Nice. One more. Reach up, and fold, reaching to your toes. Now from here, I'm going to get you to squeeze both quads. So feel your quads pull up towards your hips. That's it. And then release. A few more times. Squeeze your quads. Feel them pull up towards your hips and release. Two more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Beautiful. Slowly coming all the way back up. Nice. So from here, I'm going to just roll our shoulders back and down. Just opening up our shoulders and neck. Just trying to reduce that tension that a lot of us hold through the tops of our shoulders. I'll get you to pull your shoulders back and down, and then I'll get you to shrug them up around your ears and drop. Let's go again. Shrug your shoulders up around your ears and drop. Two more. Shrug and drop. Shrug and drop. Holding your shoulders back and down. I'll get you to gently tilt your head to the right side. And just place your left hand behind your back. Holding there. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently move your head further to the right side. Pulling that left shoulder right back. And then I'll get you to turn your chin and look further over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out, dropping your shoulders, letting that tension go. One more. Deep breath in through your nose. Big breath out through your mouth. And then slowly coming back. Let's do the other side. Placing your right hand behind your back, tilting your head to the left. Taking a deep breath in. Big breath out. Breathing in. And out. Just gently pulling that right shoulder back a little bit more. You're going to turn your chin to look further over your left shoulder. Holding there. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drop that tension, dropping your shoulders down. That's it. One more time. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just let that tension through your shoulders go. And then bringing your head back to the start. From here, I'll get you to gently circle your head all the way around. If you have any neck pain or any issues, just avoid doing this exercise. Otherwise, just gently circling your head all the way around. If you feel a tight spot through your neck as you're circling, I want you to pause. Just hold that stretch for a few seconds and then keep circling. And then we'll reverse our circle, pausing at any tight spots. Nice. All right, we're going to circle our arms now. So I'll get you to wrap your right hand around your rib cage, and you're going to circle your left arm all the way back. So we're just opening up our chest, just increasing mobility through our shoulder. And then we'll reverse the circle, coming forward. One more. And then we'll change sides, wrapping your left hand around your rib cage, circling your right arm all the way back, opening up your chest and shoulders. And then we'll bring that arm forward. One more. And rest. All right, we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. So if you've been sitting for long periods throughout the week, then you'll probably find your hamstrings are quite tight. You might also find from your training that your hamstrings are quite tight. So let's just loosen them up a little bit just to help increase our mobility, get our body moving a little bit better, and we'll feel more aligned from doing that. So what I'll get you to do is step your right foot forward, and then I'll get you to bend your back knee, and you're shifting your weight forward, you're bringing your chest forward. I want you to poke your bottom up, so you're pointing your tailbone up to the ceiling. And then from here, I'm going to get you to squeeze your front quad. So squeeze that right quad as tight as you can. And then let it go. Now, as you let it go, think about pointing your bottom up to the ceiling a little bit more. Feel that lengthening through the back of your leg. Let's do that again. Squeeze your front quad really tight. Hold. And then release, pointing your bottom to the ceiling a little bit more. And we'll go again, squeeze that front quad. Release, pointing your bottom to the ceiling. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Nice, let's do a few more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Feel free to hold that stretch for a little bit longer or do a few more rounds, but otherwise we'll change sides. Stepping your left foot forward, bending your back knee, shifting your weight back, feel that lengthening through the back of your leg, pointing your bottom to the ceiling, and then we squeeze our left quad, feel it pull up towards our hip, and then we release. And again, squeeze. Now when you release, remember to point your bottom to the ceiling a little bit more, so we're lengthening the back of our leg. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Let's do a few more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. One more. Squeeze and hold this last one. And release. Perfect. Nice. Give your legs a bit of a shake. We're going to do a little balance exercise, but I find it's a really nice way to help improve your posture and just lengthen your entire body. So what I'll get you to do is you're going to stand on your right leg. Now, if your mat is quite soft or you're standing on carpet, you might want to find a hard surface. Otherwise, it is going to just make the exercise a little bit harder for you to balance. So you're going to stand on your right leg, and then from here, I'll get you to slowly tilt forward, drawing your abs in. Begin to extend that back leg all the way out. Find a spot to focus on to help you balance. And then you're going to reach your right arm out in front, followed by your left arm. Holding there, we're going to tilt forward a little bit more. Keep going, we're going to come into a T shape. Tilting forward a little bit more, try and hold your balance. Relax your shoulders down your back, reach your arms forward, reach that back leg all the way out. And then slowly come back up. Nice. We're going to change sides. We're going to end up doing 2 on each side. So moving to the left side, just bending your left knee slightly, pointing your bottom out. So we use our glutes to help support us. You're going to slowly start to tilt forward and you're extending your back leg out. Holding there. Reach your left arm forward. Reach your right arm forward. Hold, draw your abs in and slowly start to tilt forward a little bit more. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your leg. Relax your shoulders down your back. Coming further forward into a nice T shape. A little bit more if you can. And then slowly come back up. Perfect. Let's see if we can improve that one more time on each side. So back to the first side, lifting your left leg off the ground, reaching it back behind you. We slowly bring our right arm forward and then we bring our left arm forward. You're tilting all the way forward, so trying to bring our body into a nice T shape. Extend your arms all the way out. Draw your shoulder blades right down your back. And then slowly come back up. Nice. One more on the left side. Bending that left knee, pointing your bottom to the ceiling. Slowly tilting forward, reaching your right leg back. Bringing both arms out in front. Tilting as far forward as you can. Relax your shoulders down your back. Open up that space around your neck. That's it. Coming all the way forward into your T shape. And then slowly coming back up. Nice work. Shaking out your legs, shaking out your arms. I want you to come back to the back of your mat. We're going to walk out into a downward dog stretch now. So with your feet hip width apart, I'll get you to tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your shoulders forward. Slowly roll your spine all the way down, reaching down towards your toes. And then I'll get you to slowly walk your hands out into your downward dog stretch. So you're lifting your tailbone up nice and high. That's it. Relax your shoulders right down your back, opening up that space around your neck. Lifting your heels up off the ground as high as you can. And then I'll get you to bend one knee and you're going to lower the other heel down to the ground. And then we'll swap. So keep alternating sides. Lowering one heel down, you should feel that nice stretch through your calf muscles. And then lifting your heels right up off the ground, I'm going to get you to come forward into a plank position. We're going to hold here. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Draw your abs in nice and tight. And then we return to downward dog. You're lifting your tailbone up nice and high. And then we come forward into our plank position, holding here. Breathe. Take a deep breath in, big breath out, and then slowly return to your downward dog. We've got one more. Coming forward to your plank. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Don't let your hips drop too low. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Big breath out through your mouth. And then we return to our downward dog. We're going to now lower both heels down together and then lift both heels all the way up. Lower both heels down and lift both back up. Nice, and then slowly we're going to lower both knees down and we're going to come down onto our bellies. You're going to press your hands into the ground, lift your chest up nice and high, relaxing your shoulders right down your back. And then you're going to lower your belly right down. Let's come up again, reaching up. If your shoulders are up around your ears while you're doing this, walk them forward or lower your forearms down. We want to have our shoulders relaxed and our hips on the ground. So if you're finding that's not possible, just move or place your forearms down onto the ground. That's it. Let's do one more. Lowering down and we lift up. Perfect. All right, lying onto your belly now. I'll get you to reach your arms out in front of you. Now, I'll get you to have your forehead on the ground. I'm not going to, otherwise it'll muffle the sound, but your forearm will be touching the ground right now. So what I'm getting you to do is tuck your tailbone under, draw your belly button in, and I want you to have your thumbs up. So your arms are out nice and long in front of you, thumbs are up. And then from here, I'm going to get you to slowly just float your left arm off the ground. Nice. And then lower it back down. Try and keep your hips nice and still while you're doing this. And then we bring our right arm off the ground. And lower. Left arm off the ground. And lower. Right arm. And lower. Left arm. And lower. Keep alternating sides. We're just waking up those muscles through our back to assist with our posture by pulling our shoulders back and just basically strengthening up our back so that we can hold our shoulders back. So it's one thing to pull our shoulders back and stand up tall, but it's another thing to have a back that's strong enough to be able to hold them in place for more than a few minutes. If you're feeling pretty strong, you can start to go into double arms. So you can float both arms up and down, or just stay with single arm. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And relax everything back down, lifting up into that swan dive stretch again. Relaxing your shoulders right down your back. And then we're going to come back into a shell stretch. So feet are together, knees are out really wide, and I'll get you to walk your hands forward. So reaching them out nice and long. Take a deep breath in, big breath out. Breathing in. And out. And then I'll get you to walk your hands over to the left side and just placing your right hand over your left arm. And then walking to the other side, crossing your left arm over your right arm. And then coming back to the center. So we're going to flip over now. You're going to have your feet out in front of you. Knees are bent. I'll get you to walk your hands back behind you with your fingertips facing forward. You're going to bend your elbows and just sink down into this stretch. And then from here, you're going to gently just rock from side to side. You should feel a nice stretch through your shoulders. That's it. Try and sink down a little bit further. So in a moment, we're going to come up into a little glute bridge. I'm just going to demonstrate this one first while you're stretching. So you're rolling your shoulders back and down. You're spreading out your fingers, separating your feet so they're about hip width apart. And then you're pressing your hands down into the ground, rolling your shoulders right back first, pushing your feet into the ground, and you're coming all the way up. So you want to try and have a straight line from your shoulders down to your knees. And then we slowly lower back down. So it's a really nice way to just open up the front of our body and strengthen the whole posterior chain, our whole posterior chain. So you're going to have your fingertips facing forward. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down, push your feet into the ground, come all the way up. Feel all those muscles through your posterior chain activating as we stretch out everything through the front. And then relax back down. That's it. Let's go again. Coming up. That's it. Switching on all of those muscles behind. Stretching out all the ones at the front. So when we're sitting at a desk all day and we're slumping forward, all of those muscles through the front of our body tend to flex and tighten up, whereas all the muscles through the back become quite weak and long. So what we're trying to do here is just reverse that slumped chair posture. Coming all the way up again, holding up here. Let's do one more. Let's hold this one for 10 seconds. So rolling your shoulders back and down, pushing your feet into the ground, lifting up, and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Nice work, guys. Going to bring our feet together, turning our knees out. This is a butterfly stretch. We're just opening up our hips. So feel free to just gently apply a little bit of pressure to your knees. That's it, just pressing them down one at a time, or both at the same time if you prefer. Nice. And then I'll get you to extend your legs all the way out nice and long, and you're going to reach your arms forward. So we're straightening out our back to begin with, shoulders back and down. And then from here, I'll get you to tuck your tailbone under and bring your spine into a C-curve position. And very slowly, we're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Moving nice and slow, trying not to fall back onto the mat. Slowly reach your arms all the way back, stretching them out nice and long. And then we're going to do a little roll up. So you're reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. You're tucking your chin in towards your chest. You're gently rolling your spine all the way up. Now, don't be discouraged if you can't do that. You can always get someone to apply a bit of pressure to your ankles as you roll up. Or otherwise, if you're finding that quite difficult, I want you to focus more on the roll down. So moving with control. Tuck your tailbone under and just focus on moving one vertebrae at a time. See how slow you can go down. That's it. At this point, this is where you want to collapse, but slow it down, only landing one vertebrae on the floor at a time. Reaching your arms all the way back. Let's go again. That's it. Tucking your chin in towards your chest, rounding your shoulders forward, slowly coming up, reaching forward. Now, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, if you can do that without your feet coming off the ground, I want you to have your hands behind your head. And we go again. Tuck your tailbone under, rolling your spine all the way down, one vertebrae at a time, reaching your head back. Now, see if you can come all the way up with your hands behind your head now. Trying not to let your feet come off the ground. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, rolling your spine all the way up. That's a lot harder than having your arms out in front. Stacking your spine up to finish. Let's do one more. Tucking under, rolling down, nice and slow. That's it. And then coming all the way back up. Stacking your spine up to finish. Perfect. All right, from here, I'll get you to turn onto your side and you're just tucking your left knee, your left foot in towards your right inner thigh, and you're going to place your hand on your right shin, lifting your left arm up and over. Take a deep breath in, breathing out, try and relax into the stretch a little bit more. We're going to do that one more time. So reaching your left arm up over your head and over to the outside of your right shin. Perfect. Then we'll change sides. Extending your other leg out, tucking your right foot in towards your left inner thigh, placing your left hand on your shin, lifting your right arm up and over. So you should feel this stretch not only through your hamstring, but through the side of your body as well. Holding here. Let's do one more, reaching that arm up and over. Perfect. And then we're going to slowly come into a standing position to finish. And I'll get you to have a really wide stance facing the front. And then from here, I'll get you to turn your toes out slightly. And you're going to place your hands down onto the ground in front of you. You want to get your bottom in line with your ankles. And then from here, you're going to bend your right knee and just shift your weight over to the right side and feel that stretch through your inner thigh. And then we return to the center and you're going over to the other side. That's it. Coming back to the center, over to the right side. And you're just going to keep alternating sides. and then coming back to the center, slowly walking your feet in, coming into a standing position, and then I'll get you to finish by rolling your shoulders back and down, tucking your tailbone under slightly. That's it. Holding your shoulders back and down, lifting up through the crown of your head, standing up really tall, and you guys are all done. You're realigned. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time.